Welcome back to Metier Council's Your True Work. Oh my gosh, if you are here right now, let me tell you that you are in for a big shift in your life because that means that you aligned with today's message. And let me tell you, today's message is jam-packed with really good energy that's going to carry you with momentum into your next phase, just like it has with the group in the Resilience Lab. That's right, I'm covering session 5 of the Resilience Lab. It's got life and business coaching all across 5 weeks. And the group members are from their 20s to their 40s. It's really cool. All of them tend to be in the service-based industry, but we all get to learn from one another. And each week builds upon the last, and it's really taken us to this last session where it has come to a head with such growth. It is so incredible to see everyone growing. Let me tell you, the topics we're going to go over today, based on what I learned from the conversation that I had with the members in this group, are manifestation, fear, consistency, putting yourself out there, life challenges, and overall, the time is now. In this last session, what we did is basically integrate everything that we've learned across all of these sessions. And one of the big changes that I heard from the group members are overcoming the fear of being seen, overcoming the fear of not being good enough. And really, I got to hear how they gained a lot of confidence and learned to see their projects through to the end, whatever small idea, whatever concept they had in mind, to actually fulfill it and see it through to the end. And really, that comes with consistency. That comes with having a structure to how you want to do something, sticking to it, publishing it, and making sure that you're following up on that. It's really cool seeing how they actually wanted to be able to put out more into the world. They wanted to maximize on their creativity, to frankly see how far they could go. But a big block was fearing themselves up in front of people, being judged by people, being judged by themselves, knowing that, like, why am I doing this? Am I even good enough? Am I qualified enough to do this? Some of them are very qualified. And also that was debilitating of being like, how do I organize everything that I want to offer and put it out there? And where do I start? And who and what? And so we got to this point where now they have a good idea of who they're speaking to. Now they have a good idea of how they want to come across. And it's really cool to see. So continuing through the amazing things that we experienced with this last session that I want to impart with you and give you all the really juicy things that we got to talk about with one another, are seeing the miraculous alignments come in. Oh my gosh, I just love this so much. So, miraculous alignments, it basically means that you are doing what you need to do to align with the amazing things that you've been asking for in life. One of the members already from the very beginning of signing up with this challenge immediately got dropped a really amazing job on her lap. And I was explaining to her that things like that happen when you've already started to act on the beliefs that I am worth it. I am capable. I want to do something to bring in this new life that I see for myself. So it was really cool to start off that way. But then we had other members who were getting some of these amazing, miraculous alignments coming through in the middle of the lab. So it was really cool. One of them who specifically said they had a fear of being seen and a fear of not being good enough had an opportunity to be amongst over 200 people, seen as an authority, seen as a photographer, and also had an opportunity to speak in front of all these people. And so they even overcame the fear of being seen by doing their dream of going live, being an authority for being a creator and saying, this is what I love to do. I want to explore it more and I want to do it with you while you're watching me. Oh my gosh, just so brilliant. And I also want to talk about new structures. So these opportunities and these things are really bolstered by really good structures. If you have an idea of how you want to put something out there and what tools you might use to make it come to fruition, or how you might follow up after these things. These structures are so important because it's what changes things from being a hobby to being your offer. And as I've mentioned before, we want an opportunity to earn money from the things that bring us joy, from the things that we're good at, from the things that we're passionate about. That's what makes us entrepreneurs. That's what gives us life, to think that I might be able to live a life of freedom, not only financially free, but also spiritually free, by being able to be creative and bring something to life that wasn't existing for me before. We learned that manifestations really can get kicked off by putting our hands into the creativity. And I mean, like, not just thinking about the things that would be great to do, but actually doing something tangible to bring it into life, whether that be writing mantras, putting meetings on the calendar with people who are aligned with what you want to create for yourself. Do something hands-on in real life to bring forward that manifestation just a little bit closer. And you will see how the doors just completely open up for you, or it's a domino effect. And if you hone in on that, create a structure with it, you will see how the opportunities start to roll in. And those miraculous alignments start to present themselves. And the curious thing about it is that you're not even doubtful or surprised by these opportunities anymore. If you're experiencing opportunities where 2 months, a year ago, you would have been like, wait, what? You did what? Who came up to you? What kind of opportunity did you align yourself with? But now you're just like, oh yeah, like I will happily walk through this door. That means that you are really overcoming the obstacles that you have put in your own way by way of those fears that you have ingested from society, people around you. And you're actually starting to say, I deserve this. I can do this. I'm grateful for what has been presented to me. Just chef's kiss. A big takeaway that we talked about is a reminder that the external world is a reflection of our internal world. It is like a delayed mirror. And this is so important because we were starting to talk about different challenges that inevitably happen in our life. And I was like, hold up, y'all. Let's remember that they exist because you're human. And a human being is going to go through challenges. Frankly, that is the way that we grow. That is the friction that we need to get ourselves out of our seat of comfort and move in the direction that hopefully is more aligned with our heart, more aligned with your soul's purpose. And that's what friction does to us. And so a reminder that whatever's happening in the physical world is either, yes, it has something to do with you and you can pull from that what you need, but don't make it about yourself. Don't internalize it too much. Take what you need and let the rest be neutral. Because if you take in this experience that's negative as a reason why you shouldn't do X, or a reason why, you know what, you were right, you shouldn't have been doing this, you are just going to continue to manifest more of that because you are internalizing it and you are making it a part of your own mental structure and your own reality structure. But remembering that the manifested world is a delayed mirror from what's happening inside, you can just remember, what can I pull from this? How much is mine? How can I take from this the information that I need in a neutral state, apply it, remove myself, remember that I am exactly where I need to be, receiving exactly what I need at every moment and every stage that I'm at. This right here is exactly what you need in order to not be swept away in the world of manifested things, in the world of chaos. What it should feel like is like there is a tornado happening and you are in the center of it, and it is peaceful there. And you know that you are not going to be harmed beyond repair. Yes, some debris might hit you here and there, but that's okay. You need to know that you can handle it, that these things are happening and you can work with it and you can take next steps from here. And that it's a phase, it's going to pass. Do not accept that these things that are happening around you are a product of who you are, because they are not. You are who you are. Your internal beliefs are who you are. The way that you treat others, more importantly, is who you are. And if you can feel good about the way that you're treating people around you, then you will treat yourself with kindness. You will then reflect into the manifested world a vision of peace for yourself. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it takes longer to get through to that stage, but I know that if you stick to it, that it will become your life and you will accept more and more of peace in your life. And who doesn't want peace? As entrepreneurs, we want to offer our services, work, and in a peaceful exchange. Like, we don't want turmoil in our work. We want it to feel like a flow. We want it to feel like we're just naturally bringing up these things, offering them, and people are naturally wanting to take us up on them. That's what we want. We want peace as mindful entrepreneurs. Another realization that we had on this session 5 was that we were originally experiencing paralysis from indecision. And then we took that, and throughout the course of these few weeks, we turned that into productivity and structure. My God, who doesn't want that? And who's not? Who is not indecisive in this day and age? We have so many options. We have so many decisions. And we're constantly being bombarded with what's the next right thing I'm supposed to be doing. And so I get it. I get it, especially if you're in a time of uncertainty, and especially if you're in a pivoting season. You have to make up your mind, and you have to, in some ways, let go of what was before, or maybe what you thought you were going to be doing, and move in a different direction. And being in the center of those two realities is really hard for a moment, and you can be paralyzed from the indecision. So I understand. But if you're able to be guided and you're able to remember these things, that you are exactly where you need to be, that you're experiencing things as a delayed mirror, that you have help, that you have a sounding board, that you have somewhere you can turn to for little nudges, you can turn it into productivity and structure. You could turn it into steps towards discovering what you really want to say, what's really aligned with your soul, with your heart, with what you want to do. And just apply structure to it. Pick online tools, pick a workflow that really helps to drive that final push in the direction of where you've decided to go in. We learned that collaboration is very valuable. If you think that reaching out to someone would be a good idea for you, do it, because you are both benefiting from this. We are moving away from a time where we can do things ourselves and everything is individualized and for me and me, to hold up. There's way too many options now. There's way too many people I need to be trying to reach out to. There's so many things. My productivity has to go out the roof just to earn those minimal engagements. That's what it feels like in this day and age. So collaborating is such an amazing way to share the resources, to maximize your offer, to bolster what you're already doing with what someone else is already doing. And you both can benefit from this. So if you are thinking about collaborating with anyone, with any organization, please do it, because we all need each other. We're moving into a time and space where it is so necessary. And frankly, since we live in cycles, that's what we're going back to. A tribal season, going from the individualized hero to a group that can really do a lot together. We got super determined in our session. We started talking about the concept of do not take no for an answer. And I actually mean that a little less aggressively than how it originally sounds. If you're in a stage where you're done, you're freaking done with accepting less, you're done with settling for the more comfortable state that you've been in, that you're ready to use this fiery passion in your heart that you feel whenever you see things that inspire you, or whenever you're laying down your head to sleep and you're like, gosh darn, I still have more that I want to offer, then you need to start adopting the belief that you cannot take no for an answer. And I don't mean like you're going to change everyone's mind if they say no to you. I actually mean that you're not going to leave a situation without fully wringing out what that situation has to offer to you. If someone says no to you, you say, why not? If someone says no to you, you say, what can I do to make this offer better? That might change their mind by learning some of these things. That's definitely a sales tactic. But at the very least, what you're doing is you're refining your offer. With the next person that you speak to, you're going to be freaking ready for them because you've already workshopped these beliefs that might be holding them back from making the deal. We ended on a note of making your knowledge become your backbone so that you don't debilitate yourself. Let me explain more. When we start to look at our knowledge, our wisdom, our offer as a buffet that we want to offer to our customers, oftentimes what might happen is that you are paying way too much attention to every single thing that you have to offer, and you lose sight of how you can actually put that out to someone in a clear, concise way. Furthermore, that's beyond how you might be becoming debilitated by this. You might become debilitated by this because you can't even see past this big buffet that you have put before yourself. How do I sort through all of this is what comes to mind. So put it energetically, shift it from being in front of you to behind you, align it with your spine, with the skull of your brain. These energetic things that I'm describing, if you energetically see your offers as just being integral with what you are going to do moving forward, then you stop nitpicking all of these things and you start to actually have space to say, how can I connect with people? How can I offer something that will actually connect with them and will connect with how I want to present it too? What kind of stability am I looking for? What kind of structure can I find in being able to connect with people? Go beyond just what you can offer and start to really connect with people out in the world, network, like start making these connections for yourself. And so you start to walk with life a little bit more because we are remembering that our reality is a delayed mirror. You're manifesting these things naturally as they come up, and then you get to pick from them one by one. We cannot rush things. We have to do things in bite-sized pieces. So that's the end of the Resilience Lab. I want to offer this to you, a group session coaching that I'm doing before launching Metier Council. And so if you're looking for that one-to-one experience of being coached, just like how I've been explaining across the last couple weeks, otherwise you are welcome to join Metier Council as a member. We have a community space where we get to talk with one another. I'm going to be setting challenges, making sure that we're all set on doing something that's going to make our business, make our mindset stretch just a little bit further each time. And we also have on-demand content that is helping you on a daily basis, whether that be on the personal side, manifestation mindsets, recipes. We have online tools that you get to choose from based on what it is that you want to expand in your business. You can even shop through the different conversations that we're having with professionals about law, about sales, about marketing, about anything that you can think of. And if it's not there, that's what the community is for. You get to say, this is what I want to see more of. This is what I'm dealing with. Then we even have the live webinars. So at least once or twice a month, we're getting together with a professional and we're able to ask those questions directly to them. So I really am excited about launching Metier Council as a membership and being able to connect with you on a more close basis, and you're able to take it at your pace. So head over to metiercouncil.com. You can look at the show notes for any links of what we've discussed today. I am so proud of you if you have made it to this recording, because that means that you are also aligning yourself to miraculous things that are helping you to take it one step closer to the vision that you have for yourself. So congratulations, and I'll see you on the next one.